While a relentless string of storms is lashing Northern California, several tornadoes tore through the southeast Thursday. Debris, cars, trees, and farm equipment were tossed around in towns like Moulton, Alabama. Another powerful twister hit the city of Selma, causing significant damage. Here's Mark Strassmann.
Oh, my God.
Selma, Alabama, the bullseye of a powerful tornado ripping through the city, causing major damage.
I ain't never been so scared in my life, but I was praying.
A line of large tornadoes swept through the south, touching down in central and eastern Kentucky. Roofs blown off, cars flipped on their sides, a trail of ruin. Striking in the middle of the day, causing misery in Mississippi. Southern states ravaged as the toll continues to mount in the west. Here's my colleague, Carter Evans.
Here in California, a break in the weather only reveals more agony. Agricultural fields and entire neighborhoods flooded. Near the town of Spreckles, the Salinas River could crest at 25 feet by tomorrow. It was at 6 feet just a week ago. And the concern is that by the time all the storm runoff from upstream gets down here, well, the water could be a lot deeper, potentially cutting off highways nearby and stranding thousands.
We don't want any tragic stories coming out of Monterey County.
Are you under an evacuation order right now?
Yeah, in fact, the little yellow caution tape, they put it on all the houses, the people that are going to ride this out and stay.
Across the state, there's a risk of flash flooding. Here, it's not clear where the road ends and the water begins. And a landslide sent this boulder smashing into a car in Malibu.
I just said, wow, this could have been me inside this car.
In Northern California, another body found in a submerged car. Today, more than 100 members of the California National Guard joined the search for 5-year-old Kyle Doan, swept away from his mother's arms Monday morning.
His last words to me was, "Mommy, it's going to be okay. Just be calm and everything will be okay."
Back here in Georgia, a tornado near Atlanta already causing damage. A confirmed mid-afternoon tornado near Atlanta's airport created the second ground stop in as many days. No flights in or out this afternoon for about a half hour here. And as the airport itself recovers, the worrying goes on. A tornado watch remains in effect for all of Metro Atlanta and for much of North Georgia. John?
How unusual are southern tornadoes in January?
Well, unusual, not extraordinary, John. I mean, you have, for instance, warmer weather here in the south. You have more humid weather here in the south. It can be disruptive. I mean, today, for instance, right now it's about 56, 57, and we're barely into mid-January, and so it is a worry. But the real tornado season doesn't really start until March. So again, it's something to keep an eye on. But again, it's been odd so far in 2023.
And Mark, I'm happy to see you with 2 feet planted on the ground, because I was told earlier you had flown through this storm and just landed. So how was that?
Well, we were coming in from Albuquerque, and yeah, it was definitely, the closer we got to Atlanta, the more turbulent the flight was. We were definitely buffeted by some strong winds. Then we hit that ground stop that I talked about. So our flight, like hundreds of others, delayed by half an hour. But just like you, I mean, safety always comes first, and I'm glad, just like you, that to be back on the ground safe and sound.
Well, I'm glad you're there, and I hope the tornado passes by without touching down. Mark Strassmann in Atlanta. Thank you, Mark.